This is our intermediate or more advanced yoga routine, and what we're going to do is put some sequences in with a little bit of flow rather than just each thing individually. And your yoga block was probably going to come in handy as we go through some of these movements. So we're going to start just child's pose, get some breathing going, just kind of start to calm and prepare the body and prepare the mind for the practice. So child's pose. Now if you have knee issues where sitting back like this and fully folding on the knee is tricky, you can take your yoga blocks and set them back around the calf or so. And what that's going to do is help maintain that knee angle to go into child's pose, or just simply don't sit back quite as far. So knees out at the edge of the mat, and then just sit back, reach forward. You can rest your head on the mat, and just take in a few deep breaths. And then from here, just a little gentle shift over to one side. So hips to the left, hips to the right. You can reach a little more with one arm, reach a little more with the other. Again, just keep everything nice, calm, easy. And if you find an area you feel a little bit more going on, hold that position, take a nice deep breath, kind of breathe into that area of restriction, and then get a nice full exhale. So we're not trying to force the body into anything. What we want to do is just simply allow the practice to settle in over time and just kind of be where we are. All right, from our child's pose, and you're going to spend maybe about a minute or so, and you can come in and out of that. So 30 seconds to a minute of being in child's pose. So now we're going to go cat-cow. So our tabletop, get your fingers spread out as far as you can. So we always want those fingers out because we spend so much time like this. So get those fingers really spread. And then what we're going to do is inhale on the way up and then exhale on the way down. Now for most people, and this is the vast majority, our low backs move too much and our upper backs don't move enough. So rather than dumping it all through the lower spine, as we come down, we're going to hold that position and then move through the shoulder blades and then back up. So inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down, hold neutral at the low back, and then shoulders and chin up. So you're going to go back and forth, maybe 30 seconds or so, minute on the high side of working on your cat-cows. And then we're going to go into down dog to finish up the beginning part here. So back to your tabletop. Again, get those fingers spread out, curl your toes under, and then we're simply going to lift the knees and hips and sink back. Now you may not get your heels down, that's completely fine. You can keep them up, you can keep your knees bent, and then we're going to work to sink the chest down. And then come back out. And then back into it. So we're going to go in for about 30 seconds worth of working on your down dog. All right, so now we're going to go into a sun salutation. I'll be doing this from a side view, but it's going to give you all the information that you need. We'll give you some forward views on this as well. So the sun salutation, we're going to come up. We're going to hinge the hips back. Hinge as far as you can, then fold over. The half lift, we're coming to a nice neutral spine posture. Then we're going to go back down, step one foot back and then the other into a high plank, or if you're feeling it, you can hop back into that position. From the high plank, we're going to shift forward and then come down, a little bit of up dog, and then into our down dog. And then from here, you can either walk, or if it's in your wheelhouse, hop back to the top of your mat, and then hands back into prayer. All right, up, and then hinge your hips back as far as you can, fold, half lift, come up to a neutral back position, back down to your fold, step or jump back into high plank, shift forward, come down into up dog, and then back into our down dog. And then either walk, step, or jump your way back up. And hands back to the heart center. So you can go through 4, 5, 6 rotations of that. All right, so now we're going to go into the warrior series. So starting with this, we're going to go warrior 1. And so warrior 1, side view. Back foot's going to be turned at about 45 degrees. Front foot's going to be square, and we're trying to get the hips turned forward, arms overhead. So your forward knee, make sure it tracks towards the middle of your foot, and then keep this knee straight. Again, you may not get into some of the positions that I'm getting into. I don't get into what a lot of the high-end yoga teachers get into. So what we want to do is line up properly and allow this work to do its thing over time. So arms overhead, kneeling down, get those shoulders down, and we're going to hold for about 5 seconds. Then we're going to transition to Warrior 2. So we're going to open this up, making sure that fingers are spread, your gaze, your chest is right out over those fingertips. We're going to hold 5 to 10 seconds, and then you're going to reverse your warrior. So palm up on the forward arm, drop the back arm down, and then come up. And we're going to hold that. And then come out and repeat that on the other side. So I'm simply going to turn. Forward foot is square, back foot's on that 45. So over here. Warrior 2, turning the pelvis forward. Get your shoulders away from your ears. 5 to 10 second hold. Then we're going to open into Warrior 2. And then we're going to reverse our warrior. And then come back out of that. So after you've done 3 to 4 rotations of that each side, so going from your Warrior 1 to your Warrior 2, we're now going to look at triangle pose. So keeping the knees straight, arms out. So our Warrior 2, we're down here. All you're going to do is straighten the knee, and then drop the hand up at the other, and here's where your block may come in handy. If you're not able to get down to the floor, then this is what we're looking at. Over time, you'll turn that block down. Then you'll drop it down more. Before you know it, you'll have your hand on the floor. And then come back up. And then we're going to turn the other way. Arms out straight. And bind your triangle. So we're going to go back and forth 4 or 5 times. And then we're just going to go into your tree pose. So what we don't want to do is press into the knee. So if at your calf is where you are, that's fine. If you're able to bring it up a little bit farther, then that's fine. And then prayer position with your hands at your heart. And we're going to hold. So ideally somewhere in the 20 to 30 second range. So we're practicing that single leg stance. And then come down. And then repeat on the other side. Now what I'm going to do is go through that one time as the entire flow, stringing together all of those movements. So I'm going to start. So Warrior 1, holding. Then we're going to transition to Warrior 2. Forward hand, palm up. We're going to reverse your warrior. Then we're going to come out of that, straighten the legs, shift forward, and move into our triangle. Holding 5 to 10 seconds, and then come back up and flip all that to the other side. So now right foot forward, back foot's at that 35, 45 degree angle. So we're going to go Warrior 1 and really work on that position of your pelvis. Open up into Warrior 2, keep those fingertips really spread out. Then we're going to reverse your warrior, flip the palm up with the forward arm, and reach up. And then we're going to come out to your triangle. So once you've done that rotation 3, 4, 5 times each side, then you're going to go back to your tree pose to work on some of your balance. Once you get all that knocked out, it's time for Shavasana or corpse pose. So with our corpse pose, what we're trying to do here, and you know the mind likes to wander, to the best of your ability, you're going to lie back, relax, just breathe normally, and try not to think about the meeting that's coming up or the meeting that you just had or whatever else is going on. Now, things are going to pop into your mind. So Don't try to fight against it. Just simply move those words out of your vision, out of your thought process, and just try to check in with your body, how you're feeling, and just how the practice went. So we're going to lie back. Feet are going to be out. Not quite 45. Arms are going to be out. Find a nice, comfortable position. Allow your breathing to naturally slow. Completely relax. So you're going to be in corpse pose for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And again, the monkey mind starts up, just let it do its thing and gently move those words out. So try not to think about the last meeting. Try not to think about the next meeting. Just breathe and enjoy being present. After 3 to 5 minutes, you're going to roll onto your side to come up and then bring yourself up.